A lot to get to. So the current board tonight talked about what the future of EMS for Manheim Township would look like. And after research and looking at costs, the Board of Commissioners decided they would hire their own staff versus contracting the agency out. Fire Rescue Chief Scott Little says it would save them roughly $500,000. And the new staffing model and equipment would look like this. So based on the call volume Manheim Township receives, I'm told it's about 8,000 calls per year. The board believes a 26-member team would best serve the area. That's broken down into 12 EMTs, 8 advanced EMTs, and 6 paramedics. They plan to have 3 ambulances dayside and 2 ambulances at night, each with 2 providers on board. There will also be ALS providers, that's 3 dayside in their own SUVs, responding with the ambulance on scene. That provider will be able to provide advanced life support too. Now, in addition to hiring the 26 members, they'll buy 4 new transport units. The 4th one will have the capability to serve as a non-emergency standby unit like at football games and events. Now, Chief Little says they also need to buy advanced life support equipment, stretchers, heart monitors, AEDs, and other resources. They've decided to go with Stryker ALS 360, and Little says it should take 8 to 12 weeks for all the equipment to come in.
What we are doing here is going to enhance and improve emergency medical service delivery for when our residents have that emergency and have to dial 911. Because we have to also look at what Manheim Township Board of Commissioners are doing. It's never been done in Lancaster County. No other municipality has provided 100% funding and backing and support to start an emergency medical services organization.
Yeah, so a contingency plan that people have been wondering, that's going to start on March 1st. What that means is that Lancaster EMS, Warwick EMS, and Penn State Lifeline will offer support and capability during this transition. The goal is to provide the full EMS service by January of 2027.
And that's not all they talked about this meeting. There's another issue that they brought up, right?
So a big talker that a lot of people already know, that Grotto's Pizza is supposed to open in Manheim Township this summer. And the president and CEO, the primary owner of the company, that's Jeff Gosner, he was at the meeting tonight. He was actually there for an application for an inter-municipal liquor license transfer. Right. And someone there asked him, so why'd you guys decide to come to Lancaster County? And this is what he said.
As we were looking at areas, this is the area that has the most comments of people asking us to come into the area. So that's what we said, okay, we're going to jump into this now, and we're going to come, it's close enough to Delaware that we can be here very quickly when needed to be, but it's a new market for us. And so we're very excited about that.
So how cool is that? Yeah. They said they get about 30 customer feedback comments per week, and the majority of them are people saying, bring Grotto's to Lancaster. So your voices were heard, and they're doing it.
It's just, it's a beach, hotspot.
It's nostalgic.
I think of that as a beach, but I'll be honest, I love Grotto Pizza, so I'm excited about this.
Well, guess what? You'll be able to get it anytime you want
Bi-weekly
now. You don't have to drive too far. That's great.
It's delicious. Hey, thank you, Thesmeen.
Thanks, Thesmeen.